Hello, hello, and welcome back to IT Specialist Simulator. My name is Quad, and it is day 3. Today is the day that we're supposed to be getting some kind of internet change. So let's jump in here. Let's turn on the PC, and there we go. Let's go ahead and check the email real quick. General, we have nothing important. We have nothing. We have 0 tasks. Okay, well, apparently the emails have not come in yet. They should be coming in pretty soon to tell us about that. So let's go ahead and see if we can check on it first as far as that internet goes. Oh, look, there's an email. Let's see what the hell that says. I bet it has to do with the ISP change. Nope, it's a task. Hello. I come to work and guess what? I cannot clock in. Nothing is visible on the screen. Okay, it's just too dark. Let's just go fix that right away while we wait for more stuff to come in. So we just got to come over to the time clock, of course. We're going to restart that puppy. And as it restarts, we're going to wait for that little gray bar to show up at the top. And then, of course, click that. And then click the green one here. We're going to go to... Yeah, availability. It looks like the brightness is extremely low. So let's turn it up to like 80%. Let's hit escape and let's see what he says. Oh, check it out. This was from yesterday, or the last episode. I forgot to mark it as done. It's for the printer update that we did in the HR room, or the office, I mean. So we'll mark that done. Let's come over here though, and all it needed to do was be turned up to about 90%. So we can mark that as done, and we're going to restart this and head back to our PC. Now, I haven't played too much further past day 3, so we'll see if we get anything that I don't know how to do in this episode. But on the next episode, there's a good chance there's going to be stuff I don't know what to do, because I have not went past day 3, like I said. Anyways, we do have a new general email. Check it out. It's from Jack. He says, "Hi, just a reminder to check the fixed line is already properly connected to the router. Best regards." You know, I don't even know where the hell the router is. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think this is a router. This is a damn server. Where do we put the router, I wonder? Well, we can check it on here. I don't know where the physical location is, but we should be able to pull it up with this. I think this is the router, right? 451. I don't know. Let's click it. Let's log in. And yeah, let's see. I don't know if this is the right thing. If we look over here, though, the operator data is lemon. It still says empty and false, and I don't see anything else over here that really tells me much. I guess we could look at the reports real quick. Yeah, so I don't actually know how to verify what he said, and unfortunately it does not come in as a task. So yeah, I don't know. We did get a couple new tasks though. We need freaking Gregory wants folders created. He can screw off, at least until later. The RCP has a wrong date, so we could fix that easily. And then something else just come in. Pet wants, well, P-mail. He can screw off. Let's open up the browser though. Let's go to the clock in machine, which of course is going to be 15.241. Let me get rid of this HTML real quick. And boom. Let's hit advance. Let's go to site. Let's log in, which is Vanquish Paprot 123 exclamation point. There we go. We'll hit time and date, hit that little button, and that's done. Let's mark it as done, and then let's check our emails again. Hello, my computer starts slowly. Yeah, we could help you, Emma. She is where? She's in the warehouse. She just wants it to boot up faster, so I don't have anything important, just service quests as of right now. Yeah, I don't know how the hell to tell about the damn router. So if we look in here, this server rack is for the 168.10.1. I don't know if that tells me anything or not, but all these buttons up here look green, so, well, I mean, they're all flashing. I don't know if they're supposed to do that or not, but either way, we'll back out. And then this one over here, I think is the 45 one. Yeah, if we look down here, 45.1. These look like ports, but I don't know, bro. I don't know anything about like physical servers and stuff. There was a critical task that came in. Let's go check the PC real quick. And what was it? Hi, I do not have internet today. Who is it? David Roses. Let's hit escape. And yeah, he has a blue screen of death. Let's go check out his computer real quick. Does he give me any indication of what it is? Some cables were under my feet. Okay, I think he unplugged it. Let's grab a, what do they call these things? Patch cord. So of course we got to come over to the office. David Roses does work on this first PC. His computer is right here. If we look, yeah, he does not have any Ethernet. So we're going to click that. We're going to click this one. We're going to connect those things. And then let's boot up his PC to make sure it works. Oh, he still has a blue screen of death though, so it wasn't just internet. Okay, faulty hardware corruption page. I don't remember what that was because it's been a few days since I've played. So we're gonna fire this thing up in safe mode real quick, which of course to do that, you hit F8 on this screen. We're gonna do safe mode with Ethernet. And then once we get signed in, we're gonna make sure we actually have the internet, which we do. So we're gonna hit Control R to pull up the run thing. We're gonna type in event VWR for viewer dot MSC. I don't know what that stands for, maybe Microsoft, but it's obviously not. Anyways, we're gonna come over here, we're gonna click on these and page hardware corruption, hardware corruption, hardware corruption. And this thing doesn't matter. So what is hardware corruption? Let's hit the little blue thing right there. Hardware corruption is faulty RAM, incorrect clock settings, or overheating. Interesting. Let's also go to the internet, hit the home page here, and then go to forum help, and then tutorials, and then we're going to do the event viewer. We're going to scroll to the bottom, and for a hardware corrupted page, they usually coincide with the other one as well, the critical object termination. And if both of those are coming up, it would be a hierarchy thing, but since there is no critical object termination, it has to be something else. So let's go ahead and reboot this. And this time we're going to go into their BIOS with F10. We're going to go to advanced. We're going to come down a few. Yeah, and if we come in here, we can see that the hierarchies, they're all enabled. So that's not the problem, but what I think is the problem is this pending one, which is the clear TPM. So we're going to go ahead and just clear this to none. Hit escape. We're going to reboot and see if that was the problem. I don't remember if that was the fix or not. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. And yeah, it looks like it's gonna work. Let's hit escape. We do need to perform a ping to the 45.1. That's easy enough. We're just gonna hit Control R, and then we're gonna type in CMD, which will pull up the terminal thing. We're gonna type in ping space 192.168.45.1. Hit enter, and it looks like it went through. We hit escape. All of the tasks are done. We're gonna mark it as done. We're gonna power down his PC. Now we're going to run back to our PC and see if any new tasks came in. Yeah, it looks like 2 more. We got a printer not working. We'll have to check that out. And then we also have, oh, he wants a new port activated on the router. So let's hit escape and let's read. Okay, that's a service request. So let's do the printer first, and then we can do that port thing next. But it is the IT room printer, so it's actually our printer. Let's double check this thing. Push P to power it on. It might just need it to be turned on. Some people are dumb and don't know that you just have to turn it on, you know? If we hit escape, that was the only problem. So there we go. It's done. Let's walk away. Yep. Always check the power, bro. Always freaking power it down and power it up as well. Anyways, let's come back out. We have another printer issue here. She says she has a problem printing documents. Notification pops up saying no connection to the printer. Check the network connection in the control panel. Yeah, we know how to do that. Let's hit escape. That is the top one. It is in the HR room, so let's just run over there real quick, see what the hell's going on with it. So of course the HR room's right next to our room. This is a really nice room, by the way. But let's take a look at the network real quick. We're going to take a look at this. Yeah, it doesn't even have a network setting, so we need to get this set up right away. I don't know the numbers offhand, so we're just going to guess real quick. 192.168. I think she's under the 10 branch, and I don't know her room number, so we're just going to do like 101 for now. We're going to leave this at a 254, and now we're going to switch this to 192.168.10.1. We're going to hit apply. This will probably not fix it, so I need to go to our computer real quick, look at my downloads folder, and check out, well, the standard network procedures. So come in here, hit downloads, standard networks in the Katowice branch. We're going to scroll down to, well, the HR room, which is right here, 111, but printers are 171 to 180. And this thing also doesn't show me what the HR room is on, but I think she is on 10.1. So let's just try 171 for the printer. I could also boot up her PC, check her internet connection to see which router or whatever we're on, right? I don't even know if that's the right terminology, or maybe I should say which network we're on. So if we just come into her thing, we go to control panel, We go to network sharing, we come over here and right click onto this and then go to the 4 protocol. We can see, yeah, she is on 10.1. So that part is right. Let's just try 171 for the printer, which will just replace this number with 171. And it might be on a 255. Let me check real quick for the subnet mask 255. I don't know if that's the same for printers or not. So I'm going to switch it to 255. Hit apply. And then I guess we'll have to see if she has internet now. It's not. So what do we do? I don't know. Let me try 254 just in case that was it. That was not it. So I'm going to switch this back to 255. This could go all the way up to 180. Let's try 172. Hit apply. That was it, actually. It's 172. So we could back this out. It should all be connected. It is done. So we're going to mark it as done. And then we could just shut down her computer now. It doesn't need to be on. And there we go. Let's run back to our PC real quick and see what new tasks came in. But yeah, as far as that ISP thing, I don't know how to actually do that to see if it got switched over right. So if any of you know, please do let me know. Anyways, we come back out to emails. We got 2 more. We got this guy wanting what? We got information from headquarters that one of the employees messed with the network settings. Yeah, that doesn't sound too far-fetched at all. They set the addressing to DHCP. You need to take care of this and set it correctly. You can find the network standard in the company wiki. Yeah, I know how to do that, bro. So let's close this, or not close it, but let's see what the other one was from Emma Johnson. Oh, she just needs some virus protection. Okay, let's hit escape. The first one is the top one. The DHCP is disabled, and now it doesn't give me any real help here, so I'm not entirely sure how to do this. So let's see if we could figure it out together. He is from the warehouse, so the warehouse is 15.1. Let's see if that's where we got to go. So come here, right, and then switch this to 15.1 and then type in the password. Password was incorrect, so that must mean that I changed the password. We're going to type admin and then 123, and that should be it. Boom, it was it. Let's go to DHCP. And what the hell does he say? Oh, we need to just disable it. Is that all we got to do is just click that? No, that's not it at all. Look, did not change a single thing, bro. So maybe it's on a different one. Let's go ahead and re-enable, and then let's check the other ones real quick. I'm going to try the 4.5 first. Just kidding. I don't think the 4.5 has a DHCP, so it has to be the other one, right? This one here on 10. So let's sign in. Admin. I did not change the thing on that one. And let's disable this. Hit escape. Okay, that was not it either. Okay, apparently, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Let's read this again. You can find the network standard. DHCP is disabled and addressing assigned accordingly. Okay, hold on, fool. Let me re-enable that. Yeah, I have no idea what to do, so I'm going to have to hit the little thing up here. So let's see what it says. You can change the network addressing directly on the computer using the control panel, excuse me, or the run application. The data regarding network addressing can be found on the wiki. To log into the wiki, you must use a VPN. Yeah, I know how to do that too, bro. Okay, that doesn't help me whatsoever. So maybe I just have to actually do it from over this way. I don't know. Let's go into this setting real quick. Yeah, this one. I don't think any of these other are unlocked, right? No. So let's come in here. This all looks right, so I don't think it has anything to do with that. I'm gonna close it. Oh, maybe it's because I didn't hit change. Let's disable and then hit change. Nah, I don't think that's gonna do it, bro. It's not. Let me re-enable that before somebody hits me up and be like, hey, you broke my thing. Okay, well, this is the first one I've gotten stuck on in a while. So let me see here. Hold on. It is coming from the warehouse and his computer, so maybe we need to do it on his computer. But he is saying it's coming from the freaking headquarters, so I'm not entirely sure. Let's see what this new email was first before we decide to go over there. It was nobody, bro. Yeah. Let's go to his computer. I was calling him Calium, but I think it's Calum. He does not work on this one, so let's fire it up, sign him in. So we're signed in. I'm gonna go to the control panel. I don't think this is where I'm supposed to go, but I mean, he doesn't have internet, so maybe I am. Let's go to properties. Let's go to the 4 protocol. He doesn't even have an address. He is on PC number 3. So let's type in 192.168.15. And then this should be 123, I believe. We're going to do 255s and then type in 192.168.15.1 here. Apply. That should give us internet. He does have internet, by the way. Check it out. We hit escape. That actually fixed his problem. So I don't know what the hell it's talking about with DHCP. Maybe that just means like direct hot connected patch cable. Either way, I don't think that's what it means. Let's go ahead and perform a ping. If we hit escape, it does say performing a ping to the router. So we're gonna come out here, Control R, type event vwr.msc, hit enter. No, that's not where we're supposed to go at all, you idiot. Never mind, I don't know why I was trying to go to the event log. Let's hit Control R again, type cmd, and then we're gonna type in ping space 192.168.15.1, hit enter. I don't know if that's the right one. We might need to send it over to the 45.1. Yeah, that was the wrong one, by the way. So let's do it again. Ping.192.168.45.1. Enter. The ping was performed. We hit escape. That was it. Let's mark it as done. Okay, well, I got that done. Let's go ahead and close everything out and then shut down his computer. And boom, there we go. Anyways, let's get back to our PC, see if any new messages come in. And it looks like one just came in. It's another one with a DHCP range on the switch. Okay, that's going to be easy. So we're going to come out to our browser. We're going to click the 10.1 one right there. DHCP, it's already enabled. All we got to do is set the pool from 66 to 152. So there's 66 and here is 152. Hit change. It is done. We're going to mark that as done. The next one on the list is the antivirus person, Emma Johnson, over in the office. Before we go see her, let's double check the emails, of course. And do we got anything? We do not. But check it out. There are two more new important ones. Let's see what they say. Invitation to avocado. Now, I have seen avocado on this game before. I have no idea what it is. So I would like to invite you to check out my own programming language, avocado. It's 100% free and available to everyone. Oh, interesting. We did get a critical task that came in, so we'll check that out in a second. But this person says they also made a source code public on GitHub, so you may find it interesting. Right now, language only compiles console applications, but I'm constantly working on improving it. Let's go ahead and click this. Where does it take us? Oh, it's to the avocado website. Well, I don't know if I want to download it or not, honestly. Maybe. I don't know if I need it, though, so I'm not going to. Just kidding. You know what? I think I will do it. Why not, right? So let's click it again. Let's go ahead and download it and see what happens. Oh, I think this actually takes me to a real website outside of the game. I don't know if that's true or if that's just right here. Let's hit OK and see what it does. It does open up a real one. Oh, that's hilarious, bro. I don't know what that is exactly, but look, there is an app in the App Store. I'm just going to oh, it's unavailable. Never mind. Okay, well, let's go see what that other important email was. Thanks for helping with the IP address. I was just, what's his name, thanking me. Okay, well, let's go see Emma and do her virus protection. She does work on this PC here. Now we just need to open up the Virus Plus up here. She already has protection. She just has a threat. Let's click it. Oh, check it out. Her firewall's off. So we're just going to come to Control Panel, go to Firewall, hit Enable, Disable, turn both of those on, and that should be it. Yeah, she's good. Let's mark it as done. I'm going to still run a smart scan, though, to eliminate that little threat. Okay, check it out. The scan did complete, and there was nothing else pending. So let's go ahead and shut down her PC real quick, and then run back to ours. Okay, and it does look like two more tasks came in. We do have a blue screen. Looks like hardware virtualization. I don't remember what that is, but we could look before we leave. And then we also have no option for remote printing. Let's hit escape. Which one is first? It looks like the virtualization settings for Jacob. So before we go see him, let's go to our browser and then over to help, tutorials, the event viewer. We're gonna scroll to the bottom, and never mind. I don't know which one that is actually. Hardware virtualization. It doesn't really say. So we're just gonna have to see what kind of error he's getting. So he does work on this PC. Let's go ahead and fire it up. Okay, and there it is. Look, not or less equal. Okay, I think I remember what that one is. I'm going to just go straight to the BIOS, and then we're just going to come over and then go down a couple and then check it out. It is this one here, the VTD support. The computer's not supported, but the BIOS has it enabled. So we're going to disable it. We're going to come back out, save, and reboot. And there we go. We are getting signed in. And if you don't know how to find that, we could have signed in safe mode with internet, come to the forum help, and came down here and then scrolled to the event viewer and then all the way to the bottom. And then we could see the less or equal then is this top one. And it does say it is the VTD being enabled or disabled or whatever. So, but if we do come back out here, we have to mark it as done before we shut it down. So let's mark it as done, and now let's go ahead and shut it down and go back to my computer. Okay, now that I'm back over here, what else do we got? Breathing down our necks, headquarters, send something to our printers. Okay, that might be a new one. Let's check this other one out. It is a request to change the password for one of the systems. Let's hit escape, and the password switch is first. So we got to log into the 10.1. So we're gonna come back out to the browser. We're gonna click the 10.1. Let's go ahead and go to security, and then our current password, I believe it's admin. You know what, can I log out? Let's log out, and then let me make sure I have the right one. Admin. Okay, yeah, we didn't change this one yet, so our current password is admin. I'm gonna switch it to admin123 just for simplicity. Admin123, and then change, hit escape. Oh, I don't think they matched. Dang it, hold on a second. And now let's hit change, and there we go. The password was changed. If we come out, it was done. Let's mark it as done. And then we have no option for remote printing. It's here in the IT room. Oh, that's easy enough. Let's go ahead and escape. Let's go over to the printer. And for remote printing, we have to go to network. We need to go to IPsec. We got to turn that puppy on. And I think we need to switch it to tunnel. If we hit escape, that was it. If we switch this back to transport, it's not fixed. So yeah, this has to be on tunnel for remote. Tunnel means outside the building, and transport means within. So let's go back to the main page, hit escape, and mark it as done. Okay, let's go back to the PC real quick and see if any new tasks came in. It looks like there was not. So we can start focusing on the service requests. Might as well start with, well, let's see where there's the most of. Looks like we got 2 from the office, 1 from the warehouse, and then this port configuration. We could do that immediately. We just got to log into the 4.5.1 router. So we'll hit escape. We're going to go to the browser, go home, hit the 451. We're going to come to ports. We're going to hit escape again. We need to activate port 4, which is this one. We're going to enable it. And then what do we need to type in? 10.175.35.1 with a subnet of /23. I don't know what that is offhand, but it'll be easy to guess. So let's type in this one first. 10.175.35.1. Is that what it was? And then we're going to do 255.255.255.0. We're going to apply. I'm going to hit escape. I got most of it right, but not the subnet. So we can assume that this one's actually 254. Hit apply, and that is correct. So we're going to mark that as done. We're going to move on. Well, probably to the office. We have 2 people in there. Before we do, though, I'm going to check my emails real quick. And we do have a new one. It looks like something with the clock in, clock out machine. It looks like the connection is wrong. Let's hit escape. And yeah, we need to set up the correct configuration. So we got to come to our download folder here and look for the RPC configurations. Scroll to the very bottom, and we just need to make sure all this information is accurate right here. So we're going to come back out to our browser. We're going to type in 15.241, hit enter. We're going to come down to host, and then yeah, this is the number that's off. We pull this over, we can see it over there on the right hand side. So what is it? 4.235.126.95. 10 and 15 is correct. This is enabled, and that should be everything. Let's hit escape. We need to set the local time, so we're just going to hit date and time, check that box. It's done. Mark it as done. Close the window. Did any new emails come in? Yes, actually, so 3 of them. In fact, look, we have another port configuration we're going to do. Looks like on port 3. We also have just HR thanking us, and then HR has a problem with the printer. Let's hit escape. The printer issue does trump all others, so let's go into the HR room, and we need to set that IP address. It is 0.172, as we can see here. That is what we set it to earlier. Somebody must have came in and screwed with it. So we're just going to come over to the printer. We're going to go to network. We're going to come here. We're going to type, oh, that's right. Look, let's hit escape. Printer IP address 192.168.10.172.10.172. This mask is wrong. We're going to have to put that to a 0. Hit apply, and it is now correct. We're going to mark it as done. And then we're going to close this out back to the main screen and go back to our PC. It does look like there was at least one task that came in, and it's another printer issue. Let's hit escape. It is under service request, so we don't have to stress too much. But let's check out the other ones. There's an office, there's a warehouse. We'll do the port configuration. Actually, it's already done. Look, I don't know how that's possible. We're going to double check on it. And then another office. So we're going to head to the office after this. But let's go to this website real quick. It's 4.5.1. We're going to go to ports. We're going to go to 3. We're going to hit escape. And yeah, look, it's already set. We did not set that. We set, I thought, port 4. Or maybe it was this one. No, I think it was port 4, right? Because it was 17535. Well, regardless, this is already done. Somebody did it for us. We're going to mark it as done. And then let's head into the office and get Gregory, pet, and no person. It's just the printer that needs an update. Fantastic. We might as well start with the printer, right? It's the easiest one, which is right here. We're going to fire it on. And once it's booted up, we're going to device. We're going to go to update and actually update it. We're going to back out and we're going to start taking care of everybody. Pet needed something. He's right here. Let's see what pet wanted. It looks like he wants us to install Pmail for him, so that's going to be easy. Now, who else we got? We got Emma. She's at the warehouse, so we don't want to do her here. And then Gregory. So we'll sign in pet. I'm going to run over to Gregory's PC real quick, which is this one. Just turn it on. And then we're going to go back over here to pets. And then all we need to do here is go to the App Store and go to Pmail and get that puppy installed. While that is installing, we're going to come back over to Gregory's computer, sign him in, hit escape, and we got to create, it looks like 3 different folders. He does want them to be on his D drive. He needs a photo folder, family folder, and a document folder. So all we got to do is go to our file explorer. We're going to go to the D drive. We're going to right click, go to new, go to folder. We're just going to type in my family, right click, create another folder, call it my projects, right click, create another folder, and we're just going to call that one my photos. Hit escape. Oh, what happened? Oh, I must have spelled documents wrong. Oh no, I never created it. Did I create him too many? Oh, it was my photos, my family, and my documents. Oh, I did my projects. That was somebody else. Let's rename this one to my documents. Now hit escape. It's done. Mark it as done. Let's go ahead and shut down this PC. And as that's shutting down, we're going to come over to Pet's computer, and it looks like that's done. We can mark it as done. And then next we need to go to the warehouse. Actually, before we go to the warehouse, the printer is done as well. So we're going to mark that as done. Now, of course, we're not going to forget to shut down Pet's computer. And then I'm going to run over to the printer real quick. And I'm going to back this out to the main page right there. Now, before I run into the warehouse to take care of Emma, I'm going to check the emails real quick, which I do have 3 more. We need a password change on the router. So dang it. We have a no permissions to create a folder for Kyle. We'll take care of him. And then no permissions to create another folder from Ava. So we'll have to take care of her. Let's hit escape. Which one comes first? It looks like the password. It's going to be on the 45.1 address. So we're going to come out to the browser. We're going to hit home. We're going to go to 45.1. We're going to go to security. Current password. I'm pretty sure I already changed this. So it's admin123. So we're going to change it to admin1234. Admin1234 on that one is out. Well, and then hit change. It was not correct. Dang it. So I'm going to delete these 1, 2, 3. I'm going to delete the one off the end of each of these. So now it should be admin123, and it was correct. Awesome. Okay, well, let's check the email. A couple more came in. It looks like HR has a problem. Well, she has no internet. She thinks she unplugged a cable. And then we have Noble wanting green wallpaper. Let's hit escape. Which one comes first? It looks like it's going to be HR room. So she doesn't have any internet. She thinks she unplugged something. So let's just grab a patch cord. Let's go into HR. Let's make sure she's actually connected to the internet. We can see her PC is right here and it does not have an Ethernet. So let's just plug it into patch panel 2, connect it, and then we're going to turn on her computer, make sure she has internet access. If we hit escape, we do need to perform a ping to the 45.1 router. So let's sign her in and do such a thing. And she does have internet, so we're going to hit Control R. We're going to type CMD for command. We're going to type ping space 192.168.45.1. Hit enter. Let it run through its thing, and it's done. Hit escape. It's done. So we're going to mark it as done. Now we just need to change the password for the 45.1. We already did. We can mark that as done. And then we have 2 low priorities over here. Both of them are to give permissions and to create the same folders, general, projects, and monkeys. So they must be working together despite them being in different rooms. So we'll just go do the office first at Ava's computer. But of course, first we need to power down HR's PC and then go to the office. Ava does work back here, of course, so let's just sign her in. And then she just needs permissions, right? So like if we hit escape, she cannot go to where? Her image folder. So we're gonna go to the File Explorer. We're gonna go to the C drive, the user folder here. We're gonna go to her name, which is Ava. And then we're gonna find the image folder, which is right here. If we click it, no access. Does she have access to these other folders? She seems like she does. Okay. So we're just going to right click her image folder. We're going to go to properties, of course, down to security. We're going to go to edit, and then we need to sign in Mbmiipx, and the password is QWERTY123 exclamation point actually. And there we go. And then we're just going to unclick all of her denies and then hit apply. That should give her permission. Well, it doesn't show it, but we're gonna hit OK. We're gonna close this out. We're gonna go to the image folder and we're gonna create those 3 folders as she said, which of course is generals, projects, and monkeys. So I'm just gonna create 3 folders right off the bat. Boom, here's the monkeys, here's projects, and here is general. And that shows everything was completed. So we're gonna mark it as done, close out her thing, and shut down her PC. And now we're going to do the same thing, but for Kyle. So we're going to run over to the warehouse real quick, sign into Kyle's computer, and basically do the exact same thing. So I already got Kyle signed in. We're going to go to File Explorer, C drive, the user folder. Oops, that was the wrong one. Kyle's folder, and then the image folder. Yep, no permissions. Right click, go to properties, go to security, go to edit, add MNXL, QWERTY123, and exclamation point. We're going to uncheck these under the deny boxes, right? Hit apply, hit OK, close, go to the image folder and create those same 3 folders. Here's projects, here's monkeys, and there is general. Hit escape. They're all done. We're going to mark it as done. And now we only have 2 service requests. Okay, so let's go ahead and shut down this computer and go back to ours and see what tasks came in. Okay, I'm back here at the PC. It looks like no new tasks came in. It is 21:12, by the way. The shift does end in about a half an hour, but let's come out here. We have 1 at the warehouse and then 1 in the office. Let's go ahead and do the office first. All she or he wants is a green background. So of course we're going to come to his PC, turn it on, get him signed in. Okay, so I'm already signed in. We're going to go to the settings, personalizations. He wants a green background. That'll probably do. It does do. So we're going to mark it as done. Hit escape, shut down his computer, and let's go to the warehouse. Over here at the warehouse, Emma needs help. She is on this computer. Let's sign her in. And then Emma here, if we hit escape, all she wants is her PC to boot up a little bit faster. So we got to go control panel, power options, hit the 3rd one down, and then click the enable fast startup. We're going to back out, hit escape. It is done. Mark it as done. And then we're going to turn off her computer, of course. Now, while that's shutting down, we're just going to run back to our PC and see if anything else came in. And so far, yeah, no new tasks came in. If we go to important, no new important messages come in. Now, unfortunately, I never figured out how to actually check if the line was connected properly to the router. So if it's not tomorrow, hopefully they'll kind of tell us, hey, bro, fix it. And this is how you do it. Either way, that's everything. While I'm waiting for the next 10 minutes, I'm just going to go ahead and delete all of my emails. Okay, and there we go. I got all the tasks deleted, as well as all of the general and important ones. Okay, well, it is time to go. Let's go ahead and close everything out real quick. Now, I'm going to leave the PC running because I don't know if I should shut it down. So, yeah. And then we're just going to go home. Okay, and check it out. On day 3, I did complete another 25 tasks. That does put me all the way up to 81 total. I am a level 7 with a reputation of 58%, and I'm still a junior IT specialist. We can see over here the tasks that I did complete. The only ones I have not done yet so far is PDA tasks. So I don't know what those are. Hopefully we'll find out soon, or at least in the next episode, and hopefully we'll get some more jobs that I'm not familiar with, because so far I can do pretty much everything, it seems like. Let's hit enter. Let's hit continue. And it is a new day. It is a new dollar. So we're going to go ahead and get continued in the next episode. But that will be it for this one. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, my name is Quad. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Later on, everybody. Later on.